ton.
Yeah.
So Seth has really rounded out his Corrin game as this night has gone on. And that lands him into grand finals where Fade, looking very smug and confident in his profile there. Let's see if that translates into a victory over Seth.
Oh, immediately we're starting off stage? Okay. If that's the direction you want to go with Corrin's recovery, that's just fine. But Fade was able to take advantage of it. Honestly, I thought that might have been a stock.
Yeah, actually, Seth very close to death there in that entire sequence. The double jump was eaten up relatively early by Fade, and that would have made it very challenging to get back onto the stage. As long as Fade didn't mess up one of those witch twists to fair 1, 2, 3s, you would eventually knocked Corrin far enough over to the side that she would have just died.
Yeah, that would have been a morale killer for sure on Seth's side if he was to die that early on without even touching Fade. Luckily, that is...
Oh.
No, hello, Southland Scramble.
Yeah, that's a drag if I ever saw one. Thank you.
We're back. Oh, he is able to get sniped by the energy ball coming out from the Dragon Fang. And because of that, that Dragon Pin is able to take out Fade. Seth takes the first stock, first blood.
Corrin is one of those characters that can make it challenging for Bayonetta to recover. You can't sleep on that Dragon Fang shot for 1 second. You can't sleep on counter off the side for 1 second. Insta-pin in the wrong spot can just obliterate a Bayonetta. But, of course, Witch Time, great equalizer, seals up the stock right back.
Absolutely. Pretty much the only sort of counter move so far that has really been dramatically changing the tides of battle, I will say, so far. But even then, even though Seth has lost a stock, he still looks pretty confident, not shaken at all. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold your phone. Okay. Fade for a second, headed off stage.
Yeah, double jump save the whole way, and that neutral are going to buy a lot of space and time here for Seth. I think he's going to retreat just to the simple, easy game plan of staying grounded, knocking away this Bayonetta, kind of like the Clouds were doing, or attempting to do, versus Fade.
Bayonetta trying to string something together now. Wasn't able to quite kill Fade. Seth off the top, and now Fade off to the left side of the stage.
Ooh. And using the pin just to buy time, force this Bayo to the ledge. Not going to try a 2-frame or nothing.
Using those energy shots so far have been really good from Seth's end, and now once again, oh, good dodge by Fade there.
Jab 1, 2, 3, showing sparks, but not quite yet going to take it. This is how Corrin needs to play the matchup, though. Just kind of keep batting away the Bayonetta, force it to the ledge. You have full control of the ground right now.
Yeah, it's nice being Bayonetta. Well, it's nice being Bayonetta for a lot of reasons, but the reason I'm going to mention now is that you can freely air dodge that energy shot and not really have to worry about your recovery because it's so good.
Oh, you got to finish it here, I think. Okay, back air is sour, though. Not going to quite take it yet. Oh! If that second hit of the down air had connected, that would have been a stock. And now Fade very smartly knows that this Corrin is looking for grab.
Yeah, now he knows, and now Fade is going to try to probably stay away from any sort of very prolonged ground action. He was able to get the spot dodge, but nothing came of it.
Ooh, and just missing each way. This is so tense between the two of them. Very close to getting the stocks both ways, but Fade finds it off of the afterburner kick up air.
Very good game one from both of these contestants. By no mean, even though Fade, being the winner of Winners Finals, by no mean took that one easily. Seth made it a rough game one, and that's good tidings for him for things to come. You know, he didn't win game one, but he's showing a lot. He's showing that he's a force to be reckoned with.
And a lot of that, I think, was just, unfortunately, of course, the Corrin is pretty new for Seth, like missing a little bit of the character familiarity on the timing of those punishes. And he could have found a grab there, at least in one situation. And suddenly, Fade has a game lead, maybe by the seat of his pants, of course, but on the scoreboard, it looks exactly the same as a stomp.
Trying to use some of these aerials to fish out a couple of hits onto Fade, but Fade trying to fish out a couple of hits of his own.
Okay, Corrin going to get a little bit of an answer back here with the forward air, up air combo. Buying the stage control again, and just got to keep knocking the Bayonetta away. Almost enough with the instant pin. Didn't see the sparks fly, just a little bit low on the percent.
Oh, just missed the first back air and then kept falling and landed another one. Luckily,
sneaking by.
Okay, you know, Seth's able to get back on stage pretty freely this time around.
These pivot forward smashes are a good mix-up to keep Fade on her toes. But even in the far disadvantage, though.
Jump over that up smash. There you go. That's what you were talking about before, the witch time off stage, but not able to get an optimal punish onto it. Awkward, on a very awkward angle.
Yeah, that get up attack ruined it, unfortunately, for Fade. Like, that messed up his timing pretty hard.
Oh. Fade shield is so low. He's not going to have any answer to that Dragon Fang coming out, and Seth's going to be able to take first blood again.
But that's a good trade.
Oh, yeah, we'll
you
take
those, 11%. Absolutely. He loses the stock.
About as good as a trade can get in my book, and now we're sitting back at even. A witch time coming out from Fade. Let's see what happens.
Okay, he does get the reset on there, and oh! Immaculate DI to save Seth from dire straits. Crazy how he maintained his composure there in the very top magnifying glass, even with the single hit witch twist off of the witch time. But now Seth's in a great position after that entire scramble.
A Southland Scramble.
So I've been told.
Fade 1 game 1. Yep.
Getting these quick little frame trap damage and there it is.
Nicely done, forcing him close range into that Dragon Fang. Seth is able to go ahead and take game 2. Very well done by Fade. There was a couple different opportunities there. I like the witch time plays from Fade, but he wasn't able to get a whole lot off from that time around.
Yeah, and that's just immaculate DI from Seth that stayed him alive. And, like, just crazy situation of disadvantage there. Could have easily been a 2-0 lead for Fade, but Seth had the wherewithal, the composure to stay alive. And now, all of a sudden, he's riding a lot of momentum here into Game 3.
Riding a lot of momentum, able to get clean 45 onto Fade. As we start out Game 3 here, let's see if he can rack up any more. Let's see if he can get the first blood in this game. So far, it's been Seth twice, and he's won 1 game out of the 2.
And okay, really interesting Bayo string, but the DI down and in is going to keep Seth alive there in that situation. That time down and away got him to the ledge. Very good awareness of how to stay alive and how to get out of the disadvantage as fast as possible versus Bayonetta, which is an important skill to know if you're going to be playing in a Smash 4 metagame.
He's using a Dragon Pin to retreat there. In that situation, Dragon Fang was able to connect an energy shot, but no follow-up from Seth, unfortunately. Ugh.
There's your baby.
That was a bold reflect there. I mean, he was so far away from Fade in that situation.
I mean, the only thing that kills him there if he misses is like a smash attack, and I don't think Fade was like ready to.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Was ready to pull the trigger on that necessarily.
That was the only questionable counter I would say from Seth at this point. Either way, his Corrin gameplay for the most part has been on point. Which time isn't able to connect.
Retreating away with that pin this time, using the full length of the final destination portion of the stage to his advantage, and Dragon Fang again going to really just help cover his landing. Ooh, okay. But you're going to pay the price for that. I really like being sneaky with the down air, but Seth scouted it.
Oh, we're hearing this chants from the crowd. They want to see the fabled legendary Dragon Warrior pull out Game 3.
And in good position to do so. We have Bayonetta trapped at the ledge again, which is a weird thing to say. She has so many ledge get-up options, but when Corrin has just the big disjoint and the threat of like killing you at, 50% at the ledge, with this much rage, it's scary. It's hard to commit to any one option. But okay, this witch twist not going to quite do it in the jump save the entire way. Very smart. But then again,
it doesn't really matter if you unfortunately run into one of the best back airs in the entire game.
Trying to prove that Corrin's back air is no slouch as well. You see how far that reaches and the auto spacing on it. Quite useful to just bat away this Bayonetta at the side.
Trying to throw out a couple of aerials once again. Seth trying to rack up a little more damage onto Fade. He's been good at timing these so far. Hasn't been fooled by Fade a whole lot in either of these 2 games.
Oh, going for instant pin. Sneaking right by, though, is Fade, but he's bleeding right now. 91% unanswered on the second stock. He's got to come up with something here. Of course, Bayonetta, very well known for coming up with something in these comeback scenarios. So let's see. Okay, not able to reset with the down tilt.
You know, at any point, though, if you're Seth, Fade can just kill you off the top with a simple misplay, just getting scooped up. It's so easy for him to just go ahead and turn the game around.
Whoa, but knew where you were going.
Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. That was almost the end of Game 3, but Fade is still living at 134%.
This could be it.
Is he going to go ahead and take it?
No!
Oh, my God, a reversal of fortune. Seth was able to pull that out.
He must have DI'd to the right the entire time there across both of those afterburner kicks and was not in the right position to get Witch Twist right when it counted. And the up air says it all. 2-1 lead to the combatant from lower bracket, Seth.
Yeah, and you mentioned it before, Seth's DI when it comes to those Witch Twists, trying to get him off the top, they've been so good. Not only did it save him from an early exit in Game 2, it won him Game 3. So if he keeps this up, Seth is looking really good. All he needs is one more game, and he's going to have a complete reset.
Yep, first thing you got to do when you're in this position is start the bracket over. Let's see if it works out. I think they're just content to stay on Town and City this whole time, but the Witch Time right in the middle there of the pin.
That was a combo breaker right there. Seth got off to an early start and Fade said, hold your horses. Not so fast.
Okay, sneaking by again. That top platform actually almost trapped Seth into a continuation of the combo. But we're all living.
Trying to pick up anything from Fade, trying to scoop him up in the air any way he can. Witch Twist isn't going to be able to land, and that's going to be a free punish for Seth.
Oh, but that afterburner kick, very aggressive from Fade, and he's putting pressure on now, but perfect delivery of the platform.
Oh, there you go again. Once again, Seth was able to escape from another very dangerous situation, still living here at 111, and he's not done yet. Able to hit that smash attack.
Not getting the tippers on these forward smashes basically is saving Fade right now. It's kind of tricky to space that forward smash, especially when you want it to cover as much area as you can. So Seth doesn't mind, Fade doesn't mind. Everyone's back in neutral.
Gonna forward throw him off the stage. Let's see.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's an option. Take yourself out. We've seen it a couple times already. Seth's gonna join the party. And that's unfortunate, though, but he is able to find that Dragon Fang kill right away, so it didn't end up mattering that much, thankfully.
Yep, that move is so strong. We talked about it multiple times as Seth's been able to take many very early stocks with both the Dragon Fang and the Tipper Pin. What an explosive character that is Corrin.
Oh, okay, a little bit of juggling coming out here from Fade. Not going to kill just yet, but that's a lot of damage onto Seth now.
But answering right back with the neutral air up air. Or forward air up air.
Once again, unable to connect a Witch Time, and because of it, a little bit of a punish there from Seth once again.
And being a little too...
Oh, that snipe! Okay.
This should just do it here. Oh, but okay, we got plenty of drift. I forget how much drift Corrin has at the end of that upbeat recovery. Yeah, it'll keep her alive.
Yeah, because that almost sealed Game 4 in the direction of Fade, but because of it, Seth's still got a fighting chance. He wants this bracket reset so bad.
And sneaking by again. How is Seth still alive after so many crazy ladder combos? But this forward throw at the ledge going to show sparks. Not enough to KO either.
And Seth's seeing red right now, but because of it, he's got all the rage in the world. Where just one sweet, strong attack that we've seen, Dragon Fang. Smash, a well-placed smash attack. Anything in this situation could be enough to take this game.
That up air at the top would have killed, I think.
Yeah, I think it would.
That move is crazy.
Ooh, bad within to get out of it.
Both players playing very careful, but the first one to blink is Seth. He tried for the pin, but perfect spacing by Fade. He knew that was coming. Meets him with the heels, and we have a Game 5.
All right, so this is what you like to see here in winners grand finals. We have one character, one player, Fade, trying to play for the money, trying to end it right here. And we have Seth, who's trying to go for a complete reset. Both of them have been hot. We'll see who ends up victorious here in Game 5. Southland Scramble.
Yep, this could be the last game of the tournament. This could be the start of something completely new. And if Seth has his way, you see already basically 50 unanswered percent, almost 70 unanswered percent. 70-2. Here comes Fade right back, though. Going to get a quick little grab. and waits out that air dodge. This could be the start. Nope, not this time.
Nah, not unfortunately. But you know what? Fade able to rack up a little bit of damage onto Seth. Good start. Oh, well, here we go.
I thought that he fell on the back.
I thought he died. Did you think that
I thought backer killed him off the top, which would have been really, really odd.
I was like, oh, he's dead, but I don't hear a scream. Oh, well, I'll tell you who is dead. Fade getting killed off the right side of the screen. Seth in a position to try and take Game 5 for a complete reset of this bracket.
This has been a very aggro Game 5. Not even a minute's passed. A stock's gone. We got blows flying left and right. This is Smash 4 at its most aggro right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Seth having a very dominant set against Fade. Fade having a very good set as well, but right now Fade is in a very bad position. The biggest one-person advantage I'd say we've seen so far.
Yeah, this is a huge lead for Seth, and he's hanging on here. He's not dying to these ladders. That's a good trade. Yes, okay. I will take it. 88% though is no insignificant margin for Seth, so he should still feel pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, Seth fighting for his will to live.
That almost killed.
Fade fighting for his position to end this tournament completely, but it's not going to happen. We've got free Super Smash Bros. 4 for you guys. It's a bracket reset.
Extra innings here at Southland Scramble #1. Let's get to the bracket reset. Seth looking so good in that that very final game.
Yeah, dominant, and that's so good for him too. He didn't like barely squeeze by Game 5. He made it a match to remember. I mean, he really proved to Fade that we ain't going anywhere just yet. You're staying
They both
right
want to
here.
win these boxing gloves. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I have.
If you guys haven't seen
They're
those.
pretty special. Hopefully we get to see them a little later on at some point.
The boxing gloves are pretty sick, so hopefully we get to show off those trophies.
Yeah, courtesy of Mick on that one. As we get started here, the bracket reset. And once again, I feel like Seth, correct me if I'm wrong, Seth has had the fast start in pretty much all of these games.
Yeah, but here comes a fast start right back. Both these players are so explosive, and finally gets the second Witch Twist to connect, but
oh my goodness,
not enough to even take the stock yet. Started the combo a little too low.
Yeah, but how does sitting at 100 damage sound? He wasn't able to get that kill, but man, he's not in a very great position as of Game 1.
Yeah, explosive start from Fade. He really connected that off of one Witch Time, which turned into a crazy combo.
And we haven't seen a whole lot of those. Pretty much any kills that have come off of Witch Time so far have been smash attacks. No one's been able to string anything really significant together, but Fade, proving us both wrong there, able to string something very significant together.
But now this is Corrin's position. You want to get this ledge trap started. Go for some pins. Go for some mix-ups. Retreat when you can.
All right, opting to get away from Fade in this position. All of a sudden,
all
of a sudden, Seth has completely turned it around and once again has taken first blood.
That was down throw. That's not your kill throw. Your kill throw's up throw.
Tell Corrin that.
What the heck is this? Okay, sure, Seth. Apparently nothing can go wrong for this man today. Like, he's just getting kills off of like
rules.
charity.
Did he have a jump? I don't think he did.
He did not. He got the perfect drift.
Nice. Nicely done. Oh, okay. We're still living here. Seth at 159, but not surrendering this stock just yet. Trying to get as much damage onto Fade as possible, and he's doing a fantastic job.
This Corrin is just being so good at just applying pressure with the neutral layers, and every single one of these disjointed hitboxes that are so threatening at many distances. Oh, the platform ruined it! He was dead! But Town and City said, nah, you got more Smash to play, my guy.
Town and City said, you think it's ending that easily. You are mistaken. Either way, Seth not letting that phase him. He's coming out with a quick Dragon Pin. Fade almost at 100% now.
Turn off hazards, dude. Smash Ultimate. Moving platforms, too much a hazard.
Lilat's going to be still in the next game.
Apparently it's fixed, so I'm told. I won't believe it till I see it.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
We'll figure that out
when
we get there.
Remain to be seen. Down throw again? No, he's going to go with a back throw this time around.
And now he's going to have to get to about like 135, 140 to get the kill throw going.
Oh, that looked a little dangerous, but Fade wasn't able to make anything come from it. And all of a sudden, a very quick up air. Seth seals Game 1 in this bracket reset.
Looking good.
Yeah, it's
My
been
son
a while.
looks good today.
The old pose. This is like the victory stance. It's like a Superman pose.
Oh no, I'm not looking in the distance. You got to look right at the camera and be like, what am I doing?
It builds power.
It radiates very strong energy.
The Seth special.
He better do that with the gloves on if he wins.
That would be...
He has to.
Oh, that'd be glorious.
It's a rule.
He's got to. Yeah, it'd be magnificent.
I'm gonna have to go and I'm gonna have to have Mick send me that photo. I need that for reaction image purposes, like right now. So Mick, if you're listening, I know you're not because you're in the venue doing like stuff.
Oh, Mick's
but
always
watch
listening.
the VOD and send me the Seth picture.
Yeah,
okay, Fade, very angry.
Uh-oh. 0 to death?
Super
0
dead.
to death. Oh no, 1 to death.
Super dead.
A 1 to death here from Fade. Oh. Fade's
Do it
mad.
again.
Fade is angry.
Do it again.
Fade is relentless. Oh my goodness, Fade, calm down.
Okay, footstool to dare is a thing.
Finally, Seth having some breathing room. My lord.
That's Town and City. That's kind of why I'm questioning why this whole set has been on this stage.
Oh, you want to see a dominant game 2. Fade almost taking Seth off the top right there. Seth's looking lost game 2. I mean, this has been extremely dominant from Fade's end.
We mentioned it a bit when we were commentating Crad Mennonite. Also applies to Bayonetta, which is sometimes you can just guess right 6 times in a row and just kill someone.
Very true.
So it's not even necessarily that Seth doesn't know the matchup or Seth, because we've seen obviously that he's won many games versus Bayonetta today.
Oh yes.
Just Fade found great guesses in a row, put great pressure on, and that's just going to make this game a slaughter. And I don't even blame Seth for getting shot there.
Man,
sure. Just
end this game as soon as possible. Everything he tried to do when he tried a Dragon Pin, fair. When he tried to do a Dragon Fang, missed it. He had nothing prepared for game 2. That was one-sided, and
there's the stage switch. Okay, good.
Thank you very much.
Get off of Town and City.
Seth said
is what that game
again.
said. So here we go. Smashville, the other Animal Crossing stage, for game number trace. Seth looked very good in game 1. Don't forget, he was very much in control. It wasn't a 2-stock or nothing, but it was very, very strong game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fade was immortal in game 2.
That was dominance personified. I mean, that was incredible. It would be amazing if he could replicate something like that, but Seth's so good and he's been playing so well, that's going to be very hard to accomplish. Oh, took advantage of that witch time that came out a little too early.
But all of a sudden, we again have a pretty big lead. Not as big as last game. Last game was a huge lead. It was like dead to 2%. This is still a very strong lead for Fade, and he's only been able to eke out just a couple of small neutral victories that add up to a lot because of Bayonetta's just immaculate combo game.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to throw out a back air here, trying to hit Fade in this situation. Fade was virtually untouchable game 2, and now Seth trying to get back on track to landing some of these aerial combos, which he was not able to do game 2 at all.
And he's still looking for high burst options even in this far disadvantaged state. In this game of Smash 4, when you have the rage, you got to take advantage of it, right?
Oh, I like it. Predicting the Dragon Fang, quick witch time. Quick, not so quick first stock, but either way, very dominant again from Fade. Dragon Pin away in this situation. Seth's still trying to find his bearings here.
Yeah, Fade in control still. Gonna get this free dash grab. But okay, in the disadvantage, the neutral comes out so quick, you can't sleep on that.
Oh, tried to hold out that Dragon Fang, but he's gonna get scooped up by Fade in the end, who's not fallen for any of these shenanigans ever since game 2.
It was a little bit misspaced, I think, the Dragon Fang was. Like, he had the right idea, but Bayonetta was just able to come right up at the perfect angle to just mess it up.
Jabs finally able to get Fade into a relatively bad position, but
Seth kind of gave up his neutral control on the stage, which is weird.
Too.
Now, this is finally the position Seth wants to be in, right? Which is just forcing Bayo into a corner. But as soon as he gets that position, he gets heel slided, and that's not something Seth gets hit by too often, which is odd. But the jab 1-2-3 almost KOing off the left side.
Couple different options Seth can look out for here. How about the up air? That's an option for sure, and that's going to be enough to take Fade's first stock.
All right, sign of life for sure from Seth, who really needed to get on the board in this game after the molly-whopping that was game 2.
Hold your horses.
Oh, the balloon messed it up.
Yeah, it did. It stopped Fade in his tracks, unfortunately. A godsend, maybe literally a godsend for Seth here as he tries to avoid another loss. Narrowly escapes death there.
Big double jump comes out from Bayonetta to sneak out of that disadvantage situation. Perfectly positioned smash foot platform as well.
Ooh, I like the idea for using Dragon Pin there. It's gonna.
Don't know if it would have killed, but it would have been fun.
I don't think so. It would, and it would have been, you know, a couple more damage percentage onto Fade in this situation. That's gonna be really bad. Oh wow!
You tried it. Okay, I respect Fade for trying it because you're like, if this does work, I take away this option for the rest of the set. Like he's been trying so hard with these Dragon Fangs, right? And a forward throw wouldn't have KO'd. That would have really been all you could have gotten for sure guaranteed out of it. But if you could make Seth blink, take the game, get the victory, you have to make him think twice about that option in the future.
So Fade was off to a fast start in game 3, but Seth, the comeback kid,
almost.
Oh my goodness, almost not able to come back enough in game 3. But hey, he's still living. He's still trying to make a name for himself here in game 3. He's got Fade to a pretty dangerous percentage right now.
Oh, I think he thought he could cross him up all the way across and ledge cancel it, but just barely missing the spacing on that pin means the forward throw cleans up, and Fade a game away from being our Southland Scramble champion.
Yeah, just like before, Seth was able to pull out the reset before, and now Fade once again just one win away from completely wiping the slate clean, being our first Southland Scramble champion. Will he be able to do it, or will Seth be able to come back once again? Let's find out.
This has been some pretty high-level Smash Brothers between these two.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And besides Game 2, which was immaculate, I will use the word immaculate, both of them have been on point. Both of them have been very good. By no means was Game 3 completely easy for Fade, so let's see if Seth could get back on track, trying to find himself here in Game 4. He wants to win this tournament so badly.
Oh, okay, that wish time's already very stale. You saw Fade was trying to use that a couple of times in the disadvantage state of those up tilts, but it wasn't actually fast enough to get the counter out in time, which really saved Seth there on that second witch time. And it's going to reset the option. Seth doesn't have to worry about witch time that much for a couple more seconds at least.
I'm going to land a few more of these aerials this time around, which is good. Seth.
Oh, but the bat saves him.
Put him directly under the stage. Very wonky because of the background shift.
That fastball up air was brilliant. The downwards afterburner kick was really trying to scout him out. By using that disjoint to your advantage here is Seth.
Uh-oh. Fade has him in the air, not able to kill him off the top, but just now more than anything else, he's able to rack up some damage onto Seth, which is very good for Seth Fade's position at this point.
Yeah, that's going to catch him back up into it, but that back air hadn't landed the entire game. Very fresh, able to seal the deal even from center of town.
Let's see how much damage can be racked up upon Fade at this point. Seth making a beautiful comeback here after experiencing a very poor series of events in Game 2. He's back on track now pretty much officially. He's able to rack up some damage onto Fade, and he's pretty close to sealing out Game 4 at this point.
Yeah, you got to play as careful as possible, though, versus Bayonetta at all times. If you can just keep the second stock the whole time, that'd be better, because then you can't get Rufio'd, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or at least you can't get Rufio'd to die.
My greatest piece of advice I will ever give anyone, you can never lose if you don't get hit.
Yeah, if you don't lose a single stock, you'll win every single set you play.
Absolutely.
So here comes the up air. Oh, just barely dodging it with the air dodge.
Oh, trying to go for that smash attack. Dragon Pin off stage is not able to kill. Not yet, at least.
He does that with the startup of his dash. Like, you can do the little bit, like, you know how Falcons will just do, like, the little hiccup of your dash to just kind of fake a dash dance left and right. Seth will do that and then immediately forward smash, and it gives it just a little bit of extra range, but not going to need it, of course, here to seal up the two-stock victory. That time, the up throw will get the job done on town, and we are down to the final game of this tournament.
Yep. How does 10 games sound for the grand finale of Southland Scramble? Fade was able to come back from a gnarly Game 2 against Fade, and because of that, this is going to be it. For all the marbles, who will be Southland Scramble champion? Game 10 coming up next.
There's a lot of marbles here, man. I saw the marble collection.
Quite a few marbles.
It's like a ball pit of marbles.
There's at least four. At least 4 marbles.
There's a lot of marbles. I don't know where I would keep them, but we'll figure that out later. Someone's got to win these marbles, so let's get to it. Game 10 of this grand finals. And both these players have shown the propensity to read each other to death.
Yeah, absolutely. This is by no means been a case of somebody who won winners completely destroying the player who made it back from losers. This has been very close. Either of these players could have won winners by the way they're playing, and we're going to see who's the grand champion of them all.
Ooh, and I think that platform messed up the punish from Fade. I think he wanted to do an aerial afterburner kick instead of the heel slide to continue that combo, and not going to work out. That's a little bit of a sigh of relief from Seth, who is going to take less damage than he would have if the combo continued.
Absolutely. And because of that, Seth's still living at not too bad of a percentage. Now just trying to find a safe way to approach. By no means wants to get... It'd be super deflating, I'll put it this way. Incredibly deflating to get killed off the top so early on in the game.
Oh, and that was the single hit of the Witch Twist. I don't think Fade was prepared to follow up on it, though. Okay, but instead just going to get good damage off, following up with the back air, put this ledge trap situation in play, but going to miss it.
Oh, the Dragon Pin is able to connect, and now Fade is off stage. And another Dragon Pin, sending him coast to coast, back to the other side of the stage.
And just great mix up there with the grab. You got to keep him honest in that shield. Ooh, almost got a neutral get up, but rushing down now is Fade, not at all perturbed by that near brush with death.
Life flashing before the eyes of Fade, who almost took the life away from Seth there with a back air.
2 rolls in a row. The only punish is these back throws. Okay, not going to go for the third one, but instead pays the price for the neutral getup.
All right, Seth needs to find a way to kill Fade relatively early. Is able to hit that grab. Let's see where it goes from here.
Ooh, not pulling the trigger on that, and suddenly here comes a tough situation. Seth's got to get down from this platform, and it's scary when Bayonetta's sharking under you.
Yeah, he was able to touch ground for a second, but...
Ooh! Okay.
Oh, the up air! The complete turnaround!
A little bit of an overextension from Fade. His roof combos have not been airtight on Seth's DI, and so he will pay the price. We are down to tournament stock of champions at Southland Scramble. Let's see who is going to be our winner.
As tense as it gets, he's not able to kill him off top just yet, but Seth needs to find a way to touch ground and get out of the air as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage, even if it didn't KO. So now Seth needs to answer back.
Be able to hit that back air. Let's see if he's going to be able to successfully land a few more hits on the Fade. 29 is not going to be enough to seal the deal in a normal situation.
Ooh, that Witch Time now suddenly represents winning the tournament, so you gotta play as carefully around Witch Time as you can, but no!
The back air coming out from Fade, and with that, we have crowned our Southland